What's up, gamer? My name is Luco, and today I'm going to show you how to stop dying in Diablo 4. There are a bunch of different defensive mechanics in the game, and some of them are optional, but there are a couple that you're really going to need no matter what build or class you're playing. The two most important types of defense in Diablo 4 are armor and resistance. These two stats are basic forms of damage reduction for all of the damage types in the game. Armor reduces physical damage taken, and there are 5 different kinds of resistance for the other damage types. Armor has a cap of 1000, and each resistance stat has a cap of 75%. Reaching those caps will get you the highest amount of damage reduction that you can possibly get from each stat, but by default, having any amount of the stat above the cap will not give you any benefits at all. Monster damage, particularly in the endgame, is balanced around your character having that maximum value of each of these stats. So if you're significantly below the caps on any of them, you're going to find yourself getting chunked or even one-shot by that damage type quite often when you run into it. If you want to stop dying, do your best to keep your character capped on both armor and all of the resistances. Another simple way to die less often is to stack more life. I know it's not the most groundbreaking of advice, but yeah, more life usually means less death. On top of that, there's another defensive stat that scales based on the amount of life you have, and that's called Barrier. Barrier is like a temporary pool of bonus health that goes on top of your normal health pool for a set duration. There are many different ways to apply Barrier to your character, and they all stack with each other, but no matter how much Barrier you generate, you can never have more Barrier than your character's maximum health. So if your character has 5000 max health and you trigger an effect that gives you 10,000 Barrier, your character will only receive 5000 of that Barrier. If you want to make the most of the different Barrier effects in the game, increasing your character's maximum health is incredibly useful. There's one other defensive mechanic that interacts with your max health, and that's called Fortify. Effects that give you this kind of defense will fortify a certain percentage of your health up to a maximum of 100%. When your current health drops below the percentage of health that's fortified, you'll receive a 15% reduction to all incoming damage across the board. On top of that, a big shield thing will pop up around your health globe to show you that you're currently being buffed by your fortified health. One important thing to know before speccing into Fortify is that barriers do not ever benefit from the damage reduction granted by fortification, so stacking both of those mechanics is not particularly effective. The last defensive mechanic we need to cover is dodge. Whenever an attack hits you, dodge is a chance to completely nullify that hit, along with any negative effects it would have applied as if you never got hit at all. Some things can't be dodged, like puddles of damage over time on the ground or certain boss attacks, but the vast majority of painful things in the game can be prevented by dodge. The craziest part about this stat is that its cap is 100%. It's difficult to get that much dodge chance, but if you get there, you can stand in the middle of as many monsters as you want and basically take 0 damage. I've only ever gotten to that point on one character, but it felt incredibly good to play, and I highly recommend it if you ever get the chance. With all that in mind, the basic way to make your characters die less is to get enough armor and resistance to reach the caps, stack up a comfortable amount of maximum life, then find a way to take advantage of some of the other defensive mechanics in the game on top of all that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more like it. Channel memberships are available behind the join button if you'd like to support the channel directly. Lastly, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.